Slide the battery on. Here's your power button, charging port. Power on. Use the center M button. Hold it down and turns on the display. Up button changes PAS1. We'll change the power assist mode all the way up to 5 depending on how you set it. PAS1 will take you to about 15 miles an hour, and then gradually from there you'll get all the way up to 28 miles per hour. Throttle will allow you to get to the maximum of each PAS. So in number 5, I'm getting 28, 29 miles an hour. So with the throttle, you can definitely get your max speed. Bike came pretty much fully assembled. Just had to put on the front tire, take the little metal spoke out and the plastic clip, and then attach the handlebars and put on the pedals. Took about 15 minutes, but it took longer than that to get all the wrapping off. They did package it very, very well. Only issue we had, the box came with a ding in the box. Turns out the derailleur guard was pushed in, just reached in and grabbed hold and pulled it out. And that's it. Everything's been working great. Very stable, nice beefy bike. Aostirmotor S07-G, 750 watts. A couple upgrades. A little wraparound mirror. Phone holder. Little LED lights. Got one on the front that strobes. Some rear lights. Change the seat out. Little LED tail light. Ride this thing in the mornings while it's still a little dark. Another thing, the front suspension, pretty much a spring suspension. You do have the lockout, and it's a chrome version versus on there you've got the black tube. But the suspension's very nice. You can do lockout, but I hardly ever ride it with lockout. So I got the two bikes sitting side by side. The Aostirmotor S07-G, it's a 26-inch bike, and then the VeloWave Ghost, which is a 27.5-inch. As you can see, the handlebar height on the S07, due to the the difference of the fat tires, actually has a higher handlebar stance. Obviously the seats can be lower, but you can see it's just a very beefy, big size bike. Both have the Shimano 7-speed. This has the index shifter, and on the VeloWave it's a twist shift. But they're both very smooth, both with disc brakes. The disc brakes are really quiet on the S07-G. A little bit more squeaky on the comparable VeloWave. A couple of upgrades, just put on these rear racks to add a little bit of extra space on the cargo section and a little customization. But this is where we're keeping the water bottle, by the way. This is a good place for them to mount, but it does kind of cut through on the step through area, so just sticking water bottle inside the back. And since we have a phone holder up there, we don't really use the phone pouch part, but just use that for cargo. Again, the brakes are really good. Don't use this very often, but it does light up and tell you if you push the button. And it's got, you know, 100%, 75%, 50%, and 25% LEDs if you push the battery button. But of course, your indicators here as you're riding give you the same setup. So some other things that you probably will want to know: you're going to want a bike rack, and it needs to be really load rated, and this one's 200 pounds. Got it from Walmart, about $120. Another thing that I do often is attach a back seat carrier, sometimes carry the grandson, and other times just supplies to go to the beach. And those quick connect right here. You just have to take this screw off, slide this on, and then attach the pins from here, and off you go. Really nice little addition for an e-bike to be able to carry some cargo or kids. A lot of fun.